Hello, in this video I would like to teach you how to install Jupyter Notebook. And first time for you who are dealing with the data science for the first time, you need sorry, you need to go to the internet. For example, just go to the Google and then just type the Anaconda. So Anaconda is one of the data science platform that is useful for you to learn. And in this in the course of data science, it will use the Anaconda data science platform. And here you can see the products in Anaconda. It fits with the requirement. Let's say if you want to have a new edition with your team, then you can have the team edition. If you are in the enterprise and you want to use the tool for your enterprise, then there is an enterprise edition with the full data science platform. With if you want to have a professional service, then they also have the data experts work together. So those options are very helpful for you to do the data science. And for this video, I will teach you on how to install with the individual edition. So let's choose the individual edition, the open source distribution. And in this link, you will get some introduction about the individual edition. So this is an open source. So if you are using for yourself, then it is an open source. And Anaconda is basically for Python or R. So if you have R, if you have a basic of the R programming language, then you can use this one as well. After you see this introduction, you can see a button download, then you can just download this and it will go to the Anaconda installers. There are 3 operating systems that are available for this Anaconda: Windows, macOS, and Linux. It depends on your computer. You can choose the installer. And yep, in my case, I'm using the Windows, so I will just use this one. So this download will run, and it depends on your internet speed. If your internet speed is quite fast, I guess you can get the file in a fast way. And after you have the file, okay, you can just click on it and then you can run. Now in my computer, I already have the Anaconda, and I hope that you can just follow the step, and I will finish at the step before the installation. Okay, so after you click this Anaconda, you will see the introduction. The introduction is a welcome message to Anaconda 3. So the newest one is the version 2020 July. And if you click next, okay, you will see this license agreement. Just click agree, and then the installation type. So the installation type can be 2 options: just me or all users. Yeah, it depends on your computer. If you just use a private laptop, then you can just click just me. Because my computer is for many people, then I can use it for all users. So for example, if you're doing the data science in a server computer, then all users might be better option. So if you just adjust me, then okay, you can just click next. And there is an option about this installation location. In the default, has been set by the Anaconda, but you can change. So you can just click browse and then you can change the location to install this Anaconda. Let's assume I use this folder for this Anaconda, and please remember about this destination folder. After you have this destination folder, you can just click next. Okay? And after you click next, you will see the advanced options. So there are 2 advanced options. So first is to add the Anaconda tree to my pet environment variable. So it mentioned not recommended because it's if you are using this environment variable, it means you can control this Anaconda from any file. See? But later on, we need this one because you will use the command prompt, you will use the Anaconda prompt, and there might be something you will connect this Anaconda with other tool. Okay, so I recommend you to just click this one, even though it become red. And the other option is this register Anaconda 3 as my default Python 3.8. So if you don't have any Python file in your computer, I think you can just use this one in your installation. So you can just do the install. You can click this install. Okay. For me, I already have the Anaconda in my computer, so I will skip this install button. So for you, just click this install and wait until it finishes. Okay, so I will just stop here. Okay, after you finish with the installation, so I hope that you already finished the process of the installation will take some time. After you finish with the installation, you can go to the search and then you need to type Jupyter Notebook. Okay, so the Jupyter Notebook actually is the basis from the IPython. Okay, the IPython is the old generation for using Python with the graphical user interface, and this Jupyter Notebook is the new version. So this Jupyter Notebook is available directly in your first environment. So you can just click this one if you want to run your Jupyter Notebook. Okay, if you already have this one, then you can just click Jupyter Notebook. And after you have the Jupyter Notebook, click, then it will open a window. So this window will be regarded as the window for the Jupyter Notebook in your web browser. Because I'm using Google Chrome as my default web browser, so the Jupyter Notebook open in Google Chrome. It depends on your computer. It might be in the Internet Explorer. It might be in the Microsoft Edge. So it depends on your computer. And after you have this one, you will see some folders here. So you can put your files in a specific folder. For example, I'm going to use the document folder. Okay, I will click in this documents and I will create a new folder. For example, yeah, you can just see this one on the right section. There is a new. Okay, you can click new, and then there are notebooks, and then other, which is text file or folder or terminal. So you can just click folder because I want to create a new folder. But when you click a new folder, the folder name is untitled folder. So you can just click on this untitled folder, okay? Because in the first time, the computer didn't know what they should write for folder name. So you can just click here, and then you can see there's a rename, okay? Rename. So rename means you can change the name of the folder. Once you click the rename, let's say I'll just change to introduction to data science. So after you click rename here, and then you can see that the folder name has been changed to introduction to data science. So you can just click this one, and then you can see that it's an empty folder. Now, if you want to go with the first step of the Jupyter Notebook, you can just click new again, and then I can just open with Python 3. Maybe in your computer, you will not see R because I already installed R in my computer, so don't worry, okay? Don't worry if you don't have R, because we are going to use Python 3, and you can just click on a Python 3. Okay? After you click on the Python 3, it will open a new file, and we call this is the Jupyter Notebook. So you can see this is the title. Okay, the title has been named as Untitled. So you can click here and then mention one name. For example, introduction. Okay. So after you have the introduction, just rename it, And after you rename it, you can see the name of the file is introduction.ipynb. And after you have this introduction.ipynb, you need to remember that all the files will have the extension ipynb. Okay? And this is the environment for the Python 3 with the Jupyter Notebook. Let's say this is the first time you will learn the Python. Then I would like to print something, let's say hello. So you can just use one code to deal with the string, and then you can click run. After you click run, then you will see hello. So I want to print hello in the code. And after you have this one, let's say I want to change code to markdown. So markdown is only oops, I guess, yeah, I think I need to do this one. Sorry, I need to do this one, and then like this one in this line I would like to change to markdown. Then yeah, markdown is a way to write text without any script, without anything related to the Python script. So you can just type anything. Let's say it is my first time to learn Python. So regardless the Python syntax, you can type anything, and there will be some formatting in order to type this one. So you can also again run, okay, and after you run, then you will see it is my first time to learn Python. Okay, yeah, in this case it is a good way to open the Jupyter Notebook, but I would like to teach you another way to use the Jupyter Notebook, and we are going to use Jupyter Lab. Okay, in the Jupyter Lab, the way to open the Jupyter Lab is not the same with the Jupyter Notebook. So I will teach you on how to open the Jupyter Lab. First, you can go to the search, and then you will type Anaconda prompt. Okay, so you can see here, this is the Anaconda prompt. Okay, in the Anaconda prompt, you can just click, and then yeah, you will see this is the folder, the default or the basis folder in your computer. And I would like to know where is the location of introduction.ipynb. Before, you already put in the folder documents. Okay, so you need to check where is the folder documents. Okay, so if you are I think if you are using the same with me, so it will be in the users, see users, and then what is your name? Maybe your name is user. Let's say my name is user, and then you can go to the documents. Okay, so this is the documents, and then after you have the documents, then yep, I have the folder name Introduction to Data Science. So once I click the Introduction to Data Science, I have this introduction.ipynb. Okay, so before I go to this one, I guess you need to know that this is the path. Okay, so this is the path to your folder, because you already know this is the path. So you need just right click in this case and then copy. Okay, and then after you copy this one, you can just go to this Anaconda prompt again. Okay, in the Anaconda prompt, you can type cd. Okay, what is cd? Cd means change directory. Okay, I want to change the directory, and then just put the folder name. You can just press Ctrl V, or you can just put the just click the right mouse. Okay, and after you have the cd and the path to the folder Introduction to Data Science, you can press enter. Okay, after you press enter, you can type Jupyter Lab. Okay, type Jupyter Lab and then press enter, and it will automatically give you the new pop-up. Okay, so it is in the web browser. Basically, it is the same like what we already saw in the Jupyter Notebook. However, it shows a little bit different way, because you can see there is a panel in the left. So this left panel means it will place all the files in the folder. So if you have many files, then it will show every files in the folder. Let's say I want to open the introduction.ipynb. Okay, so when I open this ipynb, it shows this is print hello, and then yeah, what I already typed before. Okay, and let's say I want to add a new ipynb, so you can just plus, yeah, click this one plus, and then yeah, there will be a launcher. So whether you want to launch notebook with Python or with R, or you want to launch console with Python or R, or there are some other files, for example terminal, text file, markdown, and etc. So for now, let's just use the Python 3. You can see there is a new window, or there's a new tab, and the tab name is untitled.ipynb. So in this case, you can just rename by right click on this file, and then rename. If you want to rename something like second lecture, okay, and then you can press enter, then the name will change to second lecture. Now if I want to print hello second lecture, so after you have this one, and then you can run, then it will show the hello second lecture. I think this is the end of this video. So you know how to run the Jupyter Notebook, and you know how to run the Jupyter Lab, and we will use this Jupyter Lab, and I think we will have also not other options to run this Python file with the Google Colab, but later on we will learn about it. So now let's focus on the Jupyter Notebook and Jupyter Lab for our purpose. Thank you very much, and see you on the other video.